Okay, first flaw. So here you go. The first flaw is that the winner of the popular vote nationwide, the person that has more people vote for them nationwide, might not win the election. Now, very quickly, the reasons why. First of all, winner takes all. So it doesn't matter how many votes, how many people's votes you win by in a state, you get all of that state's electoral votes. So even if, say, in Michigan, you only win by 10 votes, 10 more people vote for you than your opponent, you get all the electoral votes. You would get all 16 of the electoral votes. All right. And if this system happens across an entire country, then mathematically it's possible that the candidate who barely wins in many states and gets their butt kicked in some states actually has fewer people vote for them but wins the election. Example A, the year 2000. Sorry. So here's George W. Bush. He wins the election with 271 electoral votes. Al Gore loses just barely, 266, right? You have to have more than 270. Now, look at popular vote, though. Nationwide, Al Gore had 500,000 more people vote for him than George W. Bush, but he lost the election. 2016, Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton. This time, Donald Trump actually had a rather resounding victory in the Electoral College, much more than George Bush. But in fact, he had 3 million less people vote for him nationwide than Hillary Clinton did. So here's how this works. First map quickly. What you'll notice is that Republicans and Democrats tend to be clumped together, right? The blue is almost exclusively large urban areas, large cities. The red is predominantly suburban and rural areas, right? And these are just counties actually where each candidate won in 2016. So there's just far more counties that were won by Trump. But population-wise, of course, cities have more people. So here's just another visual, right? The big blue circles represent big victories for Clinton in big cities, right? Trump has a lot of little red circles, okay? But not huge. Okay, he tended to win by a very, very slim margin. Okay, so let's just take a look. Here's Alabama. President Trump wins handily, 62%. Make it a little bit bigger here. 62% of the vote. But notice, popular vote, he only ends up being ahead by right around 500,000 votes. Okay. All right. Let's go to another one, Arkansas, right? He wins convincingly. It's a very rural state, Arkansas is, but again, he's only plus 300,000 votes. California, Hillary Clinton wins. Dominant victory, right? And she's ahead in popular votes by 3.5 million. Okay, so Clinton tends to win by gigantic margins, right? California. I'll try to pick out ones that Connecticut, right? Resounding victory for Clinton. Delaware, really pretty resounding victory. Okay. Florida. Now notice Florida, a big state, but Trump wins barely. Okay. Only by a few votes. And that holds true really around the country. Okay. I'll try to highlight a couple more. All right. Clinton, right? She wins in Illinois by a massive margin, 16 percentage points, right? So she wins by 800,000 votes. But the problem is she can only get 20 electoral votes for that huge victory. Okay. Again, there's a few exceptions, right? I'm not saying that Trump doesn't win big in some states. He does in some states. But in the really, really populous states like New York and California especially, Clinton basically pads her stats by getting tons more people to vote for her, but she can't get any more than that state's electoral votes limit her to. All right, and so this is how the first flaw happens.